We're live. Welcome to the Rome Show. It's your boy Go Home. I got a special guest, big Connecticut special guest. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's good, man? How you doing? Just
Chilling out.
excited for this. This is new. First time.
What's your first one?
Yeah, man. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time, which is crazy. Like
Super
it's
fire.
yeah, no, this is cool. Appreciate you
So,
having me on here today. First off, just want to start with that.
most definitely, bro. You doing your thing, man.
Mm-hmm. Trying, man,
So,
trying.
so for the people on my platform that don't know, you born and raised in Connecticut?
So I was born in New York. I moved out here when I was young, about like two or three. But like I've basically been raised out here all my life. In and out of New York as well. I had a lot of family in Jackson Heights, Queens, New York. So I was just, in and out of there growing up as a kid. But for the most part, yeah, been in Connecticut, just trying to put it on the map now, There's not really anyone out here like that doing content from what I've seen that's up there. So I mean, I'm just kind of trying to take that opportunity now and make
Yeah,
that happen.
you're definitely doing it. Like when I first came across your page, like the content is mad funny. Like I'm like, yo, I gotta find out like
Yeah,
who this
nah.
dude is.
Yeah, my dad's crazy. That's just my life. I got an Italian dad and a Dominican mom. So I've been around that crazy my whole life, but like what's crazy is my mom isn't like that. It's that you would think it's the opposite. You would think my dad's the chill and my mom's the crazy one, that she'd be the one on camera, and it's just not the case at all. My mom's really chill. And then my dad, as you see, he's crazy. He's yeah, if he's easy to just piss off, rage bait. It's just that easy. And it's just we started recording it and a year later here we are.
So you've been doing it for a year fully?
Almost. So my brother runs the main page, and then obviously I do my own content as well with it. And we made the page back in like June or July of last year. We just posted one video. We just thought of it at like it was one of those 3 a.m. thoughts. It was just like a late night thing. We're like, oh, we'll try it the next day. We'll see how it goes. Next thing we know, the next day after we post that video, it's got 200,000 views on TikTok. And then we were just like, wait, like this might be something. So then, we got consistent 1, 2 videos a day. Next thing we know, a few 100,000 followers, and then it's just like things changed right then and there, like basically overnight type of thing. And it was just
Super
it
fire.
it happened quick. Like,
Yeah. So it's you, your brother, basically got like got your own show. Do you
yeah, pretty
consider it like
much.
a comedy show?
Uh I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of it's funny that you mentioned the show. A lot of people like say that we should have our own show and stuff like that, which would be crazy. But like, yeah, it's basically like an Instagram and TikTok show. It's just our life. This isn't like it's not something that's scripted, that we're just like, all right, dad, you're gonna do this, you're gonna pretend to be mad. He's always been like that. Like it's always been something where he just the littlest thing he's gonna start flipping out over doing the most. And it's just like now coincidentally we just started recording it and just kind of gave people a glimpse of our life with our dad, who's just he loses it quick.
Yeah. Like one day I see y'all like on MTV or something like the whole
Yeah,
show, something
that's
big.
that's the long-term goal with something like that. Like that'd be cool. Um I'm still kind of in the process of wanting to turn this, into something full time for me. And my brother's there. I'm still working a job, and like I definitely would love to. I'd love to be on, doing something on MTV or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Hopefully turn into something like that. That'd be a blessing for sure.
Yeah, and like you said, I ain't never seen no content like that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm surprised. No, everyone says something like that, like they've never seen like their parent like flipping out that much. I'm surprised. Social media has been around this long. I'm surprised no one else like really has done it like to that level before. I'm surprised people see us and they're like, "Yeah, you guys are the first ones doing something like this." It's like it's just crazy to me. We would have thought we'd be like the millionth person to be doing something like this, and we just coincidentally got lucky.
Yeah.
That's
It's
it's just
definitely
crazy.
definitely different.
Hmm.
So like how like cause like all the success that you got so fast,
Mhm.
how you feel about that? Being in Connecticut? Cause that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, first off, for all the success that we've seen, especially with my page, because my page personally, my TikTok and Instagram, it blew up in a month of just me posting my own content. A month ago, month and a half ago, I was at like 2,000 followers on Instagram. Like I had nothing. TikTok barely had 30,000. I used to post 2K content, so that's where I started, and that's kind of where I started to grow off of. But I branched away from that, and just in a month and a half's time, a lot has grown for me and a lot has changed. And honestly, like for me, I really only have God to thank for that at the end of the day. But to me, like it's just like a dream almost, like just how fast it's happening. And like with the goals I've had for myself, because I've always wanted to do content my whole life. That's always been something to me, like that's what I want to do. So to now be seeing it actually turn into like a potential reality for me is just crazy, especially like you said, as someone from Connecticut, there's not any big creators I could think of besides like the D'Amelios or whatever, but like I don't really count that, as people from Connecticut. And it's just like it's an opportunity that we can possibly have to kind of put CT on the map because people think of the Northeast, they think of New York, everyone comes out of New York, but you don't hear, oh yeah, this person came out of Connecticut, that doesn't happen. So we'd definitely love to, be the first people to like really put CT on the map for real as like oh, these people are from there. Like, what's that state? And then people start, checking out Connecticut and then, other Connecticut creators or like even music artists. We don't have really like any crazy big music artists from Connecticut that I can think of. So it's just like to be able to put CT on the map just as a whole would be fire. Like to kind of show people we're like a sleeper state. Like we got a lot of creators, music artists from here that people don't know about because it's just a small little state.
Yeah, like you might be the one to break that.
I mean, I'd love to, that'd be cool, but like there's a lot of talent out here, especially like in the music industry. There's a lot of music artists that I like kind of been seeing a lot more, especially as like I grow and then I get DMs from people trying to do promos and stuff. And it's just like there's a lot of talent out here. And I definitely, definitely want to support CT as much as I can as someone that's basically, I would say, from here.
Yeah, you definitely doing it, bro. And
Ryan.
the page you got like over 1 million followers, right?
Yeah, so on the we have like about 3 million combined between Instagram and TikTok, but um yeah, that was all that just like I said, it happened quick, man. I think honestly at the end of the day it was a luck type of thing, just right place, right time type of thing. And we just got in there at the right time when we started posting to make it happen.
Right. And now that you hit that point, and you're taking it like serious, you want to do it like full
Mhm.
time. How do you balance everything with like, working, time for yourself and all that stuff?
Um, so like I said, I work Monday through Friday still. I'm not working, a full time, 9 to 5. I'm working, more of like 11 to 5. I work a part time. Right now I'm working for Mercedes. So, I just drive cars all day. And it's in a way a motivation type of thing because I'm driving, AMGs, stuff like that. And it's like, these are cars that I want. So it's like, I drive them, but I don't own them. It's like, damn, like, I want this one day. So I have to make it happen. Um, but then, I get out of work at 5. I'm also like a big time hooper. So that's another big thing for me. I'm trying to also start doing more content around basketball, like park runs, stuff like that. Just, stuff like that. Like something for me personally, a long term goal would be to be in the NBA All Star Celebrity Game, that weekend. That's a long term goal for me. That's like I know I made it type of thing. So for me, I guess a day to day is just, I work, record some content because a lot of my content, I don't need my dad around to necessarily make content around the page. So I can do stuff like that. And then I go hoop, till 11, 12 o'clock at night. That's literally a day to day for me. I go out, just I work, and then I guess I keep working, just recording content. And honestly, like I like it. I don't do too much, I guess. No girlfriend, nothing like that. I just do my own thing, just trying to make stuff happen this year because I say it every year, and this is the first year I'm like actually like locked in with it. especially after what happened last year with everything. So I'm just trying to keep it going.
Super fire. And how old are you, bro?
I'm 23, be
Young.
24 in September. I might be young, but I feel old, man. Maybe it's the people I'm around, but they make me feel like I'm 35 sometimes.
Yeah, you definitely young, bro.
Yeah, nah, I've always had the goals of like retiring young and stuff like that. So like as I keep getting older, and I'm just um, trying to make it happen now, I guess. I want to
Super
be
fire.
retired before 40, man. Before
It's
40.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's all God's timing. That's how I look at it.
Right. And so now that makes you like a legit content creator. Now do you have like a set schedule, like for your
Uh
content?
for like when I post and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I post at 3 p.m. and then 6 p.m. Eastern every day. I've been trying to get more consistent with going live, and I honestly have been wanting to start doing YouTube and stuff like that again. It's just, it's hard with the fact that I work a regular job still, and then I'm also just playing basketball how I do because I was playing college last season. I was playing for a school D3, so I just kind of kept my habits of just playing as much as I can, workouts, just trying to stay in shape and get better as a player. Um, so I try to do that. I try to go live on TikTok now almost every. I'm trying to start going live again every day at night, like around 8, 9 o'clock. But I'm also trying to lock back in with YouTube and Twitch because honestly, that's where the money's at, and that's like where the more stability is. Because obviously with TikTok, they keep trying to shut it down and do stuff like that. So I'm trying to start working on building on other pages too that I had started, but didn't really get much with when I was doing like 2K content and stuff like that.
It's definitely gonna happen. I
Yeah,
gotta
nah.
ask though, huh?
What's up?
So like, when you're messing around with your dad, like, and he's like going off, because there's like a point where he just goes off. Like
Mhm.
he just be like bust out laughing. Like, how do you
Yeah.
not take it serious?
Yeah, there's definitely times that we do. I know a lot of the videos on the main page, like my brothers in them, a lot of those were recorded or are recorded when I'm not home because my brother likes to go mess with them, during the day when I'm either at work or when I was at college because I was commuting. So I would go during the day, go to practice, then come home, 8, 9 o'clock at night. So my brother, there's a lot of videos he just starts laughing. There's videos that I start laughing in. It's just some of the stuff he says, like, he's one of those people I feel like that's, like, unintentionally funny just because he'll say something that's just it's just stupid and it's just funny. Um, for me, though, like, it's hard not to laugh in some of the videos, but, like, obviously, we mess with him off camera too, that's kind of the secret to why, he doesn't necessarily know when we record. I can't lie and say he doesn't know about the page. He knows about the page, but he doesn't know when we record him because we always just mess with him regardless, so we're laughing when we don't record him and he's saying stuff, we laugh when we do record, but it's hard sometimes because, you know, obviously if we just start laughing, I feel like it kind of like ruins it versus if like we're trying not to laugh and we let like the viewers laugh. So we try to really like hold that back. It definitely helps, we've grown up around this. Obviously it's got worse as we got older. So we're kind of just like used to it, we don't have to necessarily laugh every time. It's a little bit easier to kind of keep ourselves more contained, but there's been some videos where I'm honestly laughing, man. It's some of them were funny. Like for me personally, the one on the page, it was the Valentine's Day one my brother did, and he's
Yeah.
just saying some crazy stuff to my dad, and my dad's response is he's just clueless. He doesn't even know how to respond to it. And I'm in the other room just laughing. I remember I was eating lunch. I was trying not to laugh at first. And I'm just bust out laughing. Like some of them, man, it's hard. It's hard not to laugh.
Yeah, like the one I always watch it like all the time when he was changing the tire. I don't know if it was you or your brother. It was just
Yeah,
changing
that might
the
have been
tire.
that was my brother, yeah, with the Wingstop. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my brother. That was my brother. Yep. Yeah, I could tell when he started recording because I know how, I grew up around him. I know how he sounds when he started recording. I could tell the way he was talking. He was already like smiling. He already knew it was about to be content right there. I I remember that night when he showed me the video when he got home. It was one of the funniest things I seen because my dad, there's been plenty of times my brother had issues with his car or something like that, breaks down because he does all these stupid mods to a Hyundai Tucson, trying to turn it into a sports car. he did the cherry bomb and everything, and he burnt his brake cables. So while he was on the highway, so there's been plenty of times my dad had to go help him. So this wasn't like a first time; it was a repeated thing. And I know he just
He,
was not trying to do that. It was
he
like
be tight.
10:30 at night.
He be tight.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, my brother's always been the one that's, the troublemaker, I guess. He had his years of sneaking out and stuff like that, lying. He had the Life 360, he's leaving his phone at home, so it looks like he's home, but he's out at 4 in the morning. That
Yeah.
was my brother. I'm the more, like, calm one, for me, like, I'll be out late, but, like, I'm out playing basketball or, like, now, I go to the clubs, but I'm not, like, I don't drink, I don't smoke or nothing like that no more. I kinda just go, like, if an event promoter invites us out and we're just going out for the night. That's kinda what it is now on, like, a Friday or a Saturday. But my brother, he was on a different level. He's more calm now, he matured a little bit, but, like, when he was, like, 14, 15, even through high school, just bad, just always sneaking out, giving my dad a hard time. If we recorded stuff at that time when my brother was getting caught doing this stuff, I think we would've honestly gotten canceled.
Probably going off.
Oh, yeah, nah. There's been some times I wish, like, we genuinely recorded sometimes. Um, my dad was flipping out something recent. I mean, I wish we recorded. My dad almost threw a chair at me, like, 2 weeks ago, like a wooden chair because I started issues between him and the neighbor by accident on some petty stuff, and it was just like honestly, that was the most mad I've seen him, and I wish our Ring cameras picked it up because that would have been a perfect video right there.
Fire.
Mhm.
Super fire, bro. Um, what's one thing that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
Um, just in general or, like, with content?
Just in general, like in life, maybe go to a
I wanna
different country or something.
I wanna go to DR, man. I've been wanting to go to DR for years. I was supposed to go 2 years ago. I had some health issues pop up, so I wasn't able to go at that time. But I also don't have a passport, so I gotta work on that right now. But that's gotta happen this summer, I got a lot of family out there and stuff like that, and I've just been wanting to go there forever, I feel like. I also just wanna start traveling in general. Um, I'm a taller dude, so, like, planes aren't really I'm not a big fan of planes, but, farthest I've really been is Florida a few times, I haven't really, like, traveled. I wanna, like, be able to experience that. There's a couple of countries I wanna go to. There's a lot of states, I wanna be able to travel to. Somehow I'm a Miami Heat fan. I've never been to Miami, so I gotta go to Miami too. That's another spot. I wanna just get to experience life, what life has to offer. That's very big for me. I just gotta get to where my bank account says that's fine.
Right, you'll get there. What's like one big content creator that you would like to collab with?
A big content creator, honestly, I would love to collab with, like me personally, definitely Phantom, my boy Phantom. I've been watching, those AMP guys since the 2K days, all of them. Like the only one I really didn't watch until he joined AMP was Kai Cenat, but like, Duke Dennis, Agent, all of them. I watched them during their 2K days, 2K16, 2K17, Duke blowing up 2K18, 2K19. And then, Phantom, I watched, not just his 2K content, I was watching his story time videos when he really blew up. And, that's definitely like a creator personally, like, I would really I know, like, I'm doing something right if I'm collabing with him. Um, Either him or honestly, like, I guess for the content with we do, like, that's more of like a personal thing, but, like, I guess with what we do, definitely like a Los Polos collab because I was like he does the streams with his dad. So it's like, another 2K creator I used to watch, and it'd be like a perfect collab with our dad and then his dad. But like for me, definitely like a Phantom collab. That's someone I've
Okay,
been watching for years now, and that'd be fire.
yeah, that'd be dope. What's if you could collab with like an actor and they was like,
Actor.
we want you on a movie, who would it be?
Actor. Um, Honestly, I would say that's hard, man. That's hard because I don't watch a lot of movies and stuff like that, so it's hard for me to answer that one. I would say though, probably like Michael B. Jordan or something like that. I mean, it's basic, but like I don't watch a lot of movies. I can only just think because I've seen a lot of his movies over the years. Really, really talented actor. And I feel like that'd be cool to like meet someone like that that's, really like genuinely like talented and is honestly in a lot of fire movies.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Um, I appreciate you for doing this, bro.
No, yeah, of course.
Before we wrap it up, what's some advice you could give for somebody who wants to be a content creator? Get started, learn how to be consistent.
Honestly, just do it. I'm someone, I'm a normal dude. I didn't come from being around people that got millions of followers and I just got put on to that. We're doing it on our own and I'm just a normal dude. I work, I play basketball and I make content. I do I live a normal life, I would say. And to me, I would say the biggest thing is being consistent. You have to post, I would say every day. You have to really just lock in with it, take it serious, and not just post, content just to post. You have to post stuff that is like, you put a little bit of effort into that people actually want to watch. And really just do it. That's really it. That's really it to it. That's what we did. We just started posting, got consistent with it. Obviously, there's more to it, but you just at the end of the day, you have to be consistent, and that's the key to seeing success. Because if you put the work in, you're gonna see some type of results at the end of the day, no matter what. You're gonna see some type of growth. You're gonna see results, and consistency, from what I've seen, is definitely the biggest part of making it happen. Honestly.
Super dope advice, bro. I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. We gotta do a part two soon.
Definitely, bro. I appreciate you having me on here. We could definitely I can see if I could talk with my brother and my dad and see if we could set something up one day. Definitely. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, man, I really appreciate you reaching out and making this happen. I mean, this is definitely like a cool experience for me. First ever
Father.
first ever podcast. This is cool. Definitely a really cool experience.
Definitely, bro. Like I really appreciate it too.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
got a news show with Len Besto from NBC Connecticut. So we're gonna talk about this episode on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That'd be cool, man.
Got you, bro.
That'd be
And
cool.
I got a big studio, it's in Farmington.
Oh,
Maybe
word?
yeah.
Wait, you're from CT?
Yeah, I'm in CT.
Bro, how did I know that this whole time?
Hmm.
Wait, what part?
I'm next to Harvard.
Oh, you're not far. Yeah, that's like an hour. Bro,
Oh,
we
that's
could
not
talk
far
one
at
time.
all.
I'll literally drive out there. That's not even a drive.
Yeah, we gotta set that up.
Definitely. Definitely. Definitely can make that happen.
Definitely, bro. I'll be fired. Get the
That's fire. I
cameras
didn't
out and
know that.
everything.
I didn't know you're from Connecticut this whole time. That's crazy.
Yeah,
What a small world. Definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely set that up. 100%.
all right, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
Of course, bro. Thank you.
All right, bro. Peace.
Later, bro.